We got us a Walking Liberty Ender. My first find since I come over to bottom feed with Scott. Looks like we got us a big old dandy button. Let's see what we have. Oh yeah. Got us a Benji. Thinking we got some silver here. Oh no, it's not. We have us a Walker. We got us a cat bust. I can't make out a year or anything yet. That is awesome. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Rick from Hunting Southwest Ohio, and we are back with another eBay roll. Go ahead and get into this one. We've had some pretty good luck so far. Definitely happy to have another one to hunt. I'm starting to like these a lot, and the price was right. This is another roll that I did feature in a mail call not too long ago, and this is another one that I bought for 99 cents plus shipping. So gotta like that. Anyway, Ender on this end, 1921S. In here, we just got a wheat sent back. Don't know what we're gonna have. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. See what we have in the roll. The last one I did was pretty average. I have had a couple prior to that I thought were well worth the money that I paid for them. They've been at various prices, but these last three were 99 cents each. Can't hardly go wrong for that price. I think shipping was maybe $3.95. It wasn't much. East Coast or West Coast seller, so I'm always hoping for some misprint marks. Always nice to add to the collection. So those would be the hardest for me to find here in Ohio. I do find some periodically, but just not that often. So I hunt a lot of boxes of pennies and just don't see the S wheats. I find them in the 60s and 70s a little bit, but not too much. So let's see what we have. Well, I do not see any BU ones in this roll. Not like the last one. There are some red-brown ones, but let's see what we have. So this one here was our end, or no, this was the opposite end. This was the wheat end that was facing. It's a 1952D. And wheat penny number 2 is going to be a 1958 out of Philly. So nothing special there. Number 3 is going to be a 52D. Another 50s, pretty common. And then this one here, number 4, is going to be a 1946 out of Philly. First 40s nickel in the hunt. Number 5 will be another, I believe this to be it is 1952D. And we have a 1950 Philly. $1940 Philly. Hoping for some older ones. And here's a S mint mark at least. 1951S. We will definitely take that. This one here is a 52S. At the very least, that's what I was hoping for, was some S mint marks. 57D. I do have a pretty extensive collection. I have a lot of S mint marks and a lot of the newer ones. 1946D, third from the 40s. And the next one, 1950-60. So a lot of common ones here so far. 1952D. Not much too special yet. Hoping we did find the 1909 a few rolls back. 1909 VDB. 1956 Philly. $1948 Denver. No 30s yet. No 20s. 52D. 1950 Philly. We do know we have 120s. That Ender was a 20s. So we'll know we'll have at least one. 50-70. The very first roll of these I did, I don't know if anybody's seen that or not, but 54D here on this one. We didn't end up with 10 wheat pennies in that roll, and that was a pretty good deal, I think, on that one. 57D. Love Indian head cents, too. This is probably one of the nicer ones. It's a red-brown, but it's a 1958 Philly. 1945 Philly. Still no 30s. 1955 Philly. And we look at this a little bit closer. I doubt this is the double die. And it is not. Just a regular 1955 Philly. And 1946D. Very, very average roll so far. I know you're not going to score on every one, but 1945 Philly. It is nice to find some older ones to add to the collection when you can. 1957D. 1958 Philly. Another little more red than... Oop, and I lost it. A little more red than brown. Backside looks pretty nice of this one. So that's not too bad. 1942 on to Denver. 57D. I know sometimes these aren't worth it, but I enjoy going through them. Relatively inexpensive. 56 Philly. Got the drops here tonight. 44D. 40 Philly. That's the oldest one of the hunt so far. 58D. Another pretty average one. 1941 Philly. Give me a second. I'm going to peek at this and see if we have any double die stuff going on the front. And I am not seeing anything, so just a regular old 1941 Philly. 1945 Philly. 53D. 45 Philly. Yeah, this is probably, as of right now, the worst roll of these that I've hunted. But 1958D, you can't win them all. And just like anything else, it's a treasure hunt. Never know what you'll find until you get the roll open. 51D. This is another 41 Philly. Give me a second to look at the DDO on this. And nothing on Liberty, nothing on the date, nothing in God We Trust. So another, just a standard 41 Philly. 1950 Philly. 56. Yeah, I'm not even to the end yet. This is definitely 44D. The worst one that I've done as far as finds go. Well, there's another S at least. 52S. 56D. 44 Philly. There's a 45S. More S's I see, the happier that makes me, so definitely makes it a little more worth it. 57D, pretty standard. And second to last one, another 1941 Philly. Let me give a quick look at this again. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Standard 41 Philly. And it'll be the find of the roll. Probably the reason I bought it, because I don't have a lot of teens and 20s estimated wheat pennies. I have quite a few, but not as many as I'd like. That is that 21S. So, kind of a rough roll as far as they go. I'd say I probably, out of all the ones I've done, did not get my money's worth maybe out of this one. See how I'm at with the rolls that I have, if I can add anything to them with the estimates. Do have a lot of rolls of these, but like I said, I'm shy on the estimate one. So anyway, I wish it was a more exciting hunt. Wish we had some better finds in this eBay roll, but that's the way it goes sometimes. I appreciate you coming along. Remember to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on the next hunt.